How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of, Schwarzbier up in his piece in the form of Grimm Brewing's Lithos. Like I said, this is a Schwarzbier-Style black lager, 5.3%, done and done. No date in the can. I don't know if Grimm typically dates their stuff. This can comes courtesy my boy Kyle from Brooklyn. Let's see how this sucker goes. So, Schwarzbier. What are we looking for here? I've been drinking a lot of Czech dark lagers as of late. Just randomly have been getting them, whether it be through purchase or through beer mails. And not to be confused with a Schwarzbier. Typically, your Czech dark lagers are essentially going to be like kind of like a Czech Pils. Just a little bit of a beefier malt build to it. Schwarzbier, you're usually looking at a bit more roasty, toasty, a bit more chocolatey. So we're kind of leaning a little bit heavier into the kind of malts on these. Label-wise, I love this label. I don't know what it is about this. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm blown away by all of Grimm's labels. I like their art design, but there's something inside my brain back here that I can't pinpoint that loves this. And it seems like, I don't know, art from my childhood or something. I don't know what it is, but I really do like that can art. As far as the beer goes, I mean, it looks to parts of a Schwarzbier or even a porter or even, you know what I mean, a small little stout. Has that rich kind of malt ball colored head to it. Pretty uniform, tight, compact bubbles, and a rich darkness. I mean, it looks all the parts. Let's see if we get a nose. Yeah, that's really nice. You get a soft little lager funk there. But there's this roasty, toasty with a little bit of coffee undertones, kind of Schwarzbier thing going on that I really, really dig. Super crisp, super clean. It's probably perfectly cold, I would say. Probably in like the 44 degrees, which is a little colder than I typically eat my beers, but it has this nice level of coldness to the point where I think the beer is going to open up quite a bit. So a lot of times when I do beer reviews, I do like 2, 3, or 4 in a row. I'm actually going to do 4 tonight. And I'll try to go from, style. Elevate. Before this, I just did a clean, crisp Kolsch, diving into this. So what I'll do is I'll review the beer and I'll push it off to the side. And I'll move on to the next one, vice versa, and just so on and so forth till I'm done. And then I'll go and sit and watch a movie or play video games or hang out with my dog or whatever you want to do and finish up these beers. So when I review this, it's going to be on a touch colder side. I'm really interested to see how this beer kind of opens up with a little bit of warmth. I wish I can come back and film that part, but I ain't got time for that. But yeah. Oh, man, that smells beautiful. I mean, it smells super crisp, super clean, but it has this rich kind of toasty maltiness to it with that subtle, very subtle dabble of coffee floating around. I'm excited. Cheers. That's good. I thought it was going to be a little bit more vibrant based off of the nose. Now, that could be that part where it warms up a little bit, opens up a little bit. But it's fantastic. It has this super soft, super sultry mouthfeel. More often than not, you think about your Schwarzbier, lagered beer, you think something a little bit crispier. But here you're getting actually this super softness, almost like one of those new school water treatment hazy pales, something along those lines. That roasty toastiness is ever present. It's the leader in the clubhouse. It doesn't lean into the coffee like I thought it might based off of the nose, but that was a minimal note. So I think that's more just an aromatic. But it's got this roasty, toasty, slightly almost nutty malt, I would say, in the actual taste. Not overpowering. There's a nice bittering. I think it's a combination of hops and a little bit of that roasty, toasty malt. This is a really good Schwarzbier. This is exactly what I want and exactly what I think of when I think of Schwarzbier. And that was kind of the thing when I dove into the kind of difference between your Czech dark lagers versus Schwarzbier. This is kind of hitting all those key points that I look for in a nice kind of Schwarzbier. It's really tasty, really well made. Fantastic beer. Thank you very much for sending this off, Kyle. Good on you guys, Grimm. Guys and girls, the owner, pair, husband and wife. So, yeah, I dig this. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better Schwarzbiers I've had as of late. Yeah. It's up there. Mount Rushmore status. It's just that tasty, that chuggable. Yeah, the only problem is I want more. That's the biggest problem with this beer. Value and availability, no idea. Grimm's weird. I can find some of their stuff decently pricey. Other stuff's quite a bit expensive. It's Brooklyn. What are you going to do? Kyle, let me know what's what and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. if you like, old school dark lager, Schwarzbier, those kind of beers kind of turn you on, English milds even to that extent, if those are your jams, this beer is going to be really tasty. Yeah, this is a beautiful winter chugger, if I were to place it in a kind of vibe kind of placement. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of Grimm right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.